Breaking news from the so-called gig economy, and the Supreme Court has ruled that drivers do work for Uber. The tech giant's appeal has been dismissed by the highest court in the land, and it means that drivers should be classed as workers and not third-party independent contractors. Well, it means that they should then get basic employment rights like paid holidays. The judgment is likely to have big implications for tens of thousands of drivers and indeed people working in other gig sectors as well. Well, let's bring in Sky's technology correspondent Roland Manthorpe. Morning, Roland. Just remind us how this ended up in the Supreme Court.
Morning. Well, it ended up through this absolutely epic struggle, which all began way back in 2016 when two drivers, James Farrar and Yassim Aslam, brought a case to an employment tribunal claiming that they were workers. Now, they were both Uber drivers, and it's important to note there's a subtle distinction here that's really important. British law has three categories of employment: full employment, self-employment, and worker status, which is somewhere in the middle. Uber said the drivers were fully self-employed. The drivers said they had some rights but could retain some flexibility. Those drivers, they won in the employment tribunal. They won on appeal. They won an appeal again and again, and finally it got all the way to the Supreme Court. And what we've just had is an absolutely sweeping milestone judgment that I think will have deep significance throughout the gig economy. Because the Supreme Court justices didn't just unanimously rule against Uber and in favour of the drivers, finding that they are indeed workers. They also push this judgment forward right across Uber's business model. There was always a question in this judgment whether the judges would look very narrowly at what was going on back in 2016, all that long time ago when the case was originally brought. And Uber has been saying for some time, well, yes, OK, maybe we weren't perfect in 2016, but we've changed a lot since then. We do things so differently now. We're really unrecognisable from the company that we were then. We don't have the full details yet, but from the judgment that was just read out, the judges seem to say that the very way that Uber operates, the heart of its business model, means that its drivers are workers. This is a worst case scenario for Uber. This will have deep ramifications, not just for them, but right across the gig economy.